It kind of feels a little bit like when we started. We opened a restaurant, 10 days later COVID hit, and it was kind of like, it's the end of the world. There's a lot of costs coming along, but what I do know is that will create some disruption in the market, and usually when there's disruption in the market, you get great opportunities.
Our restaurants are busy, they're energetic, they're lively, they're not stuffy. Our service style is approachable, warm, so we have a good time in the kitchen. It sort of flows over into the dining room and everyone has a good time.
You've got to keep that customer contact, but without doubt, digital leads the way on marketing. There's no doubt about it. Our restaurants are full of the most because of the way we interact. It's run by Will, my business partner. He is relentless on it. It is all about producing good content. That's not just about showing the restaurant dish. It might be a little bit of comedy. It might be a little bit about our culture, but it's got to be entertaining and it grows. I mean, I think we've got 3 million followers now across platforms. Our reach is about 50 million a month. We have a whole department of seniors, juniors and creatives.
Sustainability in terms of sourcing of all of our ingredients, trying to use British wherever we can is our main focus. Sometimes looking further down the supply chain to find something that's excess or potentially underutilised.
Sustainability is everything, but you've got to cut through the nonsense. I mean, we are B Corp, we learn a lot on the process. Sustainability comes from within. It's how you act, it's what you do. We find interesting ingredients that are underused and we turn them into premium ingredients.
We have one of the first aeroponic farms in the world in a restaurant. Obviously we're in Canary Wharf here, which it's got this reputation of being quite industrial, quite high-rise built up. We felt that it was important, when we sort of embarked on this, to create a space that the chefs can kind of appreciate, nurture, and ultimately have a bit more of traceability about where things are coming from.
We've got a combination of a kind of bit of wisdom and quite a few mistakes, and what was at the time complete, raw, fantastic, Michelin-trained talent.
Yeah, we're like Ant and Dec, basically, or the hairy bikers with less hair. Jack's very much operational and very consistent. He's more of a traditional trained chef, whereas I think I'm a little bit different in some respects. We drive each other absolutely crazy, but we get an amazing result at the end. So it very much is a meeting of minds and a creative difference that works in all the restaurants. I often joke if we were like one head chef, we'd be like perfect head chef, but we're not. We're two separate people, and the idea of like throwing different ideas at each other and seeing what sticks and then tasting something, obviously we always see it differently. That's what ultimately gets the best result at the end.
It's a little bit like when you ask Jack and Will, are they different? They're completely different. And I think as Will said earlier, you put them together, they make the most amazing head chef. Every now and then you'll be sat in the corner of the restaurant and it'll just be working like clockwork, and you see smiles on everyone's faces and the team are energized and no one's knackered and the customers aren't, no one's complaining, there's no disasters happening. When you see up to 500-800 guests a day coming through a business and you see a team of 150, 200 people just working and enjoying it, every now and then you're not spotting any errors and it's a really lovely feeling. It's an amazing team effort. That's a nice feeling. It's relentless, particularly our industry. We're dealing with people everywhere. We're dealing with multiple team members and employees. We're dealing with multiple customers. We're dealing with emotions. We're dealing with characters. We're dealing with people on their good days, on their down days. I would move on from mistakes quicker. That I would tell myself, because mistakes are learnings. They're not really mistakes, they're part of your journey, they're part of your experience. And I'll probably take a few more risks. I think they got it. There was a proper relationship there. They understood the business and they backed it. And that I will be thankful for a long while. You've got my loyalty. There's no doubt about it.